Hey guys, how's it going? So, everyone loves that feeling of getting a new yo-yo. So you get your yo-yo and then you like playing with it and it's really awesome. And then after a while it begins to lose its kind of awesomeness and begins to diminish in playability a little bit. So, this video is gonna be how to tune a yo-yo. What tuning a yo-yo will do is it'll actually make it run or play a little bit smoother, like literally. So as you can see here, right? Okay, hope I don't like hit this on the table or anything. This is a yo-yo Word 86400. Now, as you can see here, you can't really tell here right now that it's got a tiny bit of vibration, right? But if you put your finger there, you can feel that it's not quite as smooth as it could be. That's because I've just opened it and put it back in carelessly and recklessly. So, how do you tune it so it plays as smooth as it possibly can? Okay, so what you want to do is get the yo-yo and unscrew it, just like so. Then, from here, right, you'll notice, now most yo-yos will have an axle and a bearing, right? Some of the other yo-yos might have more, like interchangeable axles and like side effects and things like that, but this tutorial is just going to be for kind of the standard of what's inside a yo-yo, okay? Then, what you'll need for this are pliers and a Yo-Yo Factory bearing tool, okay? Now this is just in case. Now, I find it easier to just take the bearing out with pliers, so make sure you just put the bearing in there, and then just a little bit out. Cool. Alright. Then, what you do is you need to take the axle out. Alright? Now, the axle has two sides. One has a hole in it, one doesn't, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't have a hole in it this time, so I can't use the bearing tool. I'll have to use the pliers. Now, if your yo-yo is already playing quite well, or you can't really tell anything at all, just literally click out of the video right now. I won't be mad because I don't want you screwing up your axle and your yo-yo just trying to make it a little bit better. So seriously, like if you're like not very seasoned at modding stuff or stuff like that, just click out of the video right now. Okay? But for those of you who want to keep going, so just be very careful with this. So grab it like that, right? And then turn the yo-yo out as if you're unscrewing it. And then you should be able to get your axle out. Now, this was a relatively easy axle to get in. Some of the Yo-Yo Jam ones were very difficult to get out. I don't want you threading your axle, so be very careful with this step. You can really screw up your yo-yo, okay? So now you have these two out. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna mix around the settings so it finds, so you can get it where it's most smooth. So what I'll do is I'm gonna put the axle into this side now, or yeah, I'll put the axle in here, right? And this time the hole's out there so I can use this bearing tool. So that's pretty cool. So I'll put it in there, just tighten it a little bit, and then put the bearing in. So this is my first setup kind of type thing, right? Alright, screw the yo-yo together. Like that. Now let's test it out. Okay, so you put the string back on and then you throw the yo-yo. Alright, now just, you get your fingernail and then you put it against the sides of the yo-yo, right? And based on how much it vibrates, you think, okay, well, is this better than it was before or worse? So you put it like that and then you determine it. And you give it a number. So at the moment, I would say this is about a 6 or a 7 out of 10 for smoothness. Okay? So once you've determined that, you go out and you repeat the process. The more you do this, the better you get. And to be honest, the gain you get is very minimal anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. So maybe this time I'll flip the bearing around. Yeah. I'll flip the bearing around and put it that way. Yeah. Like that. And for now, well, yeah, let's just leave the axle in there. Let's see if flipping around the bearing will do any good. Okay, so, whoops. Alright. Wind up your yo-yo, and then test it out again. Okay. So yeah, this is a lot better. So flipping around the bearing just gave it that little bit, that little incremental bit of smoothness, but yeah, this is a lot nicer, and I think I'll just keep it like this. So yeah, that's how you do it. Pretty much flip around the axle, flip around the bearing, adjust how tight you put the yo-yo, and you should be able to tune it to its most smooth kind of setup. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. If you want more tutorial videos, you can go ahead and subscribe. If this helped you, go give it a thumbs up, and yeah, I'll try and post up some more stuff later. Oh, any questions and stuff, put them down below and I'll answer them. Okay, see you guys next time.